Hello, this is Michael Grant with Applied CAX. This video is for those applying for the uh, Siemens NX application engineer position for Applied and who've made it to that step of doing a presentation. This is mainly for inspiration because the presentation it's the importance is, your communication style, where you're at with your comfort of communicating. Um, but something as, you know, we're looking at your technical capability. It's a benefit if you understand other softwares like SolidWorks and what the advantage to NX is. And it's not because we're always doing demos, but there are times we're doing demos. But it could be a new company that we're setting up software and now we're coming in to train, or even when we're helping on a support ticket or a meeting with them based on a support ticket. We want to portray that we're fluid, that we can help them, and also the positivity or how NX is better, or to help them feel comfortable, because a lot of times they might be a new hire at a company that where they're using NX for the first time, and NX has there are some struggles. It's a little bit more complicated interface, and um, the workflow is different, and so they're struggling, and in their mind they're wondering, is this a good position? Is this good that I'm using NX? Am I going to be able to shine? Am I going to be able to be successful? And so as we portray positivity, it helps them feel like they're going to be successful and have a chance, which then becomes, the bigger picture, or um, helps just that flow and positivity at the company that we're helping. And so, a demonstration of I'm so what, and so I just recently went through certification, and I've been I don't know, I probably have 6, 7 years applications engineer experience. I'm comfortable with people, but in my recent certification test, which I'm going to show here, and hopefully I'm showing the right screen. So I'm going to stop here for a minute and hit re-record just to make sure I'm picking up the right screen here. So hang on. All right. When I hit stop, it shows me which preview of which screen was being recorded. Looks like I was right. um, so when I recently went through the Siemens certification test, it was grueling. It was going through what I'm about to show, and doing, using Studio. Um, shoot, I can't even think of the name right now. Realize Shape, using Realize Shape to morph the shape of a product quickly, which isn't something I've used a lot. And then, but it was fun. But while doing it, not what they were trying to get us to do is not to say, I'm dragging this line. I'm, not talk about where we're clicking and what we're clicking. And I don't think that's necessarily what I had done previously, but really to talk about the benefit, really to talk about why, look at how fast this is, and forward thinking, right? Here I'm able to quickly shape this product, and as though, and this tool works well with industrial designers, and um, yet it's also associative and has downstream associativity to analysis and manufacturing. So basically, again, inspiration. I don't expect this to be pulled off. Maybe you're natural at this. I was not. But do what you're comfortable with demonstrating, because again, we're looking at your comfort level, your communication, and but also your expertise. So if this is just too far out, then don't even do it. But maybe I inspire you enough to twist your demonstration a little bit. So here, and the other concept is you don't have to design from scratch. You could do a modification to something existing. So this demonstration was maybe pieces from scratch that were in an assembly where other things were designed. So here, um, and I would supply the materials, but I don't think that would be a good idea. It has demo parts and videos, but I'll do my best by just sharing. Um, the kind of concept is that this was a plugin, um, and you saw it there in the beginning. If I rewind here real quick, it's a plug-in reciprocating saw, although you see it already has a battery, and we're showing how you go through and morph it into a battery operated, and we're using realized shape to do that. Again, you don't have to use realized shape. Using realized shape on surfaces, the first was solids, and morphing that shape, and then using some direct modeling, not a sketch, but just doing a 3D line, you know, basically a curve and an X, but some people would think of that as a 3D sketch, connecting these endpoints, curve, and then using a surface command, fill surface to fill, just showing a blend of commands, right? And then sewing it together into a solid and uniting it with that other body. So now we could start doing solid modeling, and then we basically showing um, arrangements, where it's visually how that nicely shows different visual representations, or hides certain things, shows other things. um, and then the next step was I believe, detailing. So now we're using some features where we're going to split the body. So that was wave geometry linker first, bringing this reference surface into the part itself. And then now we're in the part and not the assembly. We've made the part displayed, the displayed part, and using trim body, splitting, using the shell, and then this one's cool, bringing in a profile from the reuse library, dragging it, and using that. It's not even connected there at the edges, but using that to create ribs. So using the rib command, uh, and the rib command has some capabilities for capping and drafting. But then now using synchronous technology, rather than going back into the sketch and modifying the sketch, blending what we're using as tools. So synchronous modeling to move a face to make room for the battery. Now we're going to do this, blend that, or we're going to bring that rib above to kind of meet with that, join that using synchronous modeling. Now to show the associativity, how changes here reflect upstream, downstream, depending on how your associativity is managed. This is upstream going to flow downstream to the detailed design. So concept design flowing to the detailed design. And when the industrial designer makes a change on the concept design, it reflects in the detailed design. So I think you get the idea. This goes on and on. Um, but basically, do something you're comfortable with. You don't want to be fumbling. Make sure you can flow through it, and talk, and try not to talk so much about what you're doing, but you know, how you think it's a great tool, the surfacing or the extrusion. The way that this extrusion works in NX is so great because of, just try that, and because we're trying to stretch you a little bit, but otherwise just do, if that, again, if that's not good, do what you need to do to show what you're comfortable with. Anyway, hope this was helpful. I'm